Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal Porn Video. I thought I would share a current song I'm going to be putting up on Patreon, Subscribestar for the supporters. I just want to talk a little bit in this video about how that song came to be and how I made it. So sit back and enjoy. Oh, hey guys, how you doing here? Thanks for joining me for this video. So anyway, I'm going to talk about a song that I'm working on called Why. And you know what, let me put this guitar down and put it away so we don't have all that noise coming in there. This is a pretty nice guitar. It's a Paul Reed Smith SE Custom. It's 24 fret there model here. I really do enjoy that. Put it here. Okay, with that said there, let's see, let me turn that noise down because I had the that input on. That's going to get rid of that noise there. Excellent. So anyway, thanks for joining me with this video today. So let me play a little bit. This song actually, this song is old. It's over 20 years old. I did record it once on an older album, but that album was more of an experimental thing, and it was really on a limited, tight budget, done with a 4 or an 8-track recorder. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. What's going on? I'm currently in the studio. I've got it mixed together. I just need to add the vocals now. Alright, so far the drums are kicking in. I actually used a combination, I believe it was, with real cymbals and my Roland TD something electric drum kit that I was using on it. So it wasn't programmed drums, it was real drums, but you know, but with synthetic drums in a way too. The bass was recorded with just a cheap Lotus bass guitar. And so I'm going to play a little bit more of that. Oh, wait a minute. No, I stand corrected. It wasn't a Lotus bass guitar. I believe it was Ibanez bass guitar. Alright, so the guitar parts here that you're hearing were recorded, the rhythm tracks were recorded with a Made in Mexico Strat. I also played the layering with the single notes and things was also played with a Made in Mexico Strat. The guitar was amplifier that was used for the rhythm parts was a PV Classic 50 head through a 412 cab, mic'd with an E609 Sennheiser, I believe, or a SM57. I honestly cannot remember which. For the lead, the individual notes parts, though, I used a SM57 for those with, once again, the same Strat, though. There's the individual guitar I was talking about. The little individual notes. It's going to change up here in just a second again. Just to lead into it. All right, for that part, I used my Paul Reed Smith SC22 guitar, I believe it was. It's got a burst on it. It's not the one I was just playing, but it's another one of my PRS guitars. Believe it or not, that one I was running through. I did a DI track on that, and I ran it through until I found what I really wanted to sound like. So anyway, I used that, and I used it through my 11 rack, and chose. I think it was a Soldano. I used a Soldano patch, and then I actually chose a different patch with a different amp. So, and I used that too. I actually played this part twice, and I made it into 4 parts. I took each one of those and ran it through a different uh, amp simulation through each one, and panned them each left and right. So it's got 4 parts, which is really 2, but with different amps emulated to give it a really full sound here. Now for the bass on that too, it's actually 2 bass tracks. It's one for the main, but then what I did is I copied the bass track on these heavier parts and I EQ'd it separately and differently and added some distortion on that to make the bass stick out but not be overly loud. I also automated the bass for different timings so that way it was reduced off a little bit during the normal verses, and then in the choruses it would kick in a little harder. Now the bass dropped here, and it's all clean on the bass. I'm going to skip ahead some on this song here. Now, back a little bit. Here comes the solo. And this solo is going to be played with my same Paul Reed Smith that I used to do the heavy parts on here. And let's see, I did a DI track at that as well. I wanted to do a cranked amp, and I should have, but I was recording it at a time where I couldn't have it super cranked because of a family situation. So I ran it through. This was once again done with my 11 rack. I know it's old technology, but I used that to record this, and I wanted it to be a little unsettling. And so what I did is I really hit the border, the edges of it playing within the box and not being out of tune. It bumps up to that, okay, it's almost out where it should not be, just to give it a little tension. So here that goes. Maybe just a little bit here. Here it comes. Now that was played using the neck pickup in the guitar for the louder distortion parts there. For the rhythm distortion, I was using the bridge pickups on that. All this was recorded in the box using Reaper with just the PreSonus FP10s using my Focusrite. I used a Focusrite ISA1 for the DIing of that. As I said, a lot of the guitars in this case were through those additional guitars were through the the emulator, the old school 11 rack, which I know is not a fractal or anything that the most current and up to date, but that's what's panning out so far. Once again, I have to do the vocal track next, but I'm waiting till I get my room treatment done because I'm in the process still of searching for a good deal for flooring because I have a lot of flooring. It's probably going to cost me, I'm guessing, and I'm doing it myself, around probably $800. So it's pretty costly, but that's what's going on. That's in the works. And this video, this song, I'm sorry, that I'm been talking about here and the making process of it that I wanted to share with you is going to be up there and available for the Patreon and Subscribe Star supporters. So all you have to do is go up there. You can download it. You can use it just to chill out, listen to. You can use it for the background of your videos. That's why I do them without the vocals for that. I think they fit better for backgrounds of videos that way. And eventually it might end up on my next album. We'll see. I'm slowly working on that too. So thanks for joining me. If you don't mind and you want to help out the channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But I guess the new big thing is hitting share. If you hit share, that'll really help me a lot. So make sure you hit that share. And also, we have Rumble. You can check us out on Rumble. Now Rumble I do monetize, just for the record. I don't monetize on YouTube because I don't like their practices. But if you join me on Rumble, if you watch on Rumble, I actually do make potential money off of that if it gets enough views. So thank you, everybody. I just wanted to share this process, because here's the thing. I'm going to be doing a series where I'm going to be listening to some artists' music and having them on it and talking to them about the process and how they got there, what technical gear they're using to get to those sounds. As I said, this one was a song that I did a long time ago. I've actually got a full recording of it, vocals and all, and it was a lot different than what it is today. And I think it's turning out pretty good, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. All right. Well, thank you. Till next time, keep it frugal.